Revelio. Revelio. Lumos.
Can't catch me!
Revelio.
Astronomy telescope. The telescope is the final stargazing instrument of its kind, perfect for viewing the moon and the stars and anything else that might fight in the night sky. Thank you for your recent submission regarding celestial anomalies. It may be a perfect addition to an atlas. Is shall be in touch if you decide to include your submission or any of its related research.
Revelio.
Possible classroom games. Levitation lessons. Encourage students to levitate blocks through erosion. Disarm and dodge. Target all outside units.
Professor, do you have time to chat?
I always have time for my students. How may I help you?
I wondered if I might ask how long you've been teaching at Hogwarts.
Well, it's been what now? 7 swift years. Time does fly because we have fun, essential in my opinion. An eager, positive, and confident mind is the most open to knowledge, I find.
Some of the professors may not agree with your approach.
Well, each of us has our own style, I suppose. Some in the teaching field believe that hard work and dedication are the only keys to success. But they forget what drives those things. If one cannot fathom why some would expend energy on gobstones, then one is blind to the enormous power of play.
And that's why you teach the way you do?
Precisely. I strive to be the sort of professor that I would have enjoyed in school. My experience was less cheerful.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir. It sounds as if your experience as a student was less than ideal.
Had I received a more traditional education, well, enough about my student days. You are here now, and it would be a shame if you didn't enjoy it.
I'll do my best, Professor. Thank you for the advice.
You are most welcome. Try to have a bit of fun today. Huh?
Revelio. Revelio.
I'd seen Bakar's tower countless times. Never suspected it held the secret.
Revelio.
Handy resource indeed.
Revelio. Professor, do you have a moment?
I do. What is it?
I wondered, did you attend Hogwarts?
I did. I am a proud member of Ravenclaw House. Why do you ask?
I was curious as to how Hogwarts has changed over the years.
I see. Well, the castle itself, as I'm sure you have surmised, is full of surprises. I dare say more than the staircases change around here. As for the students, well, they seem to get more capable every year. Although, we got up to just as much mischief in my day as you seem to now. I used to look the other way at all sorts of roguery when I was head girl. I can tell you, however, that I did once admonish a certain Phineas Nigellus Black for enjoying a sugar quill during a lecture.
I hadn't realized that you and Professor Black were, students here together.
Appearances can be deceiving. You see, I was once wounded by time itself.
Time itself? I never would have imagined such a thing.
Ah, well, it was the risk I took with my prior position. You may or may not have heard that I was an unspeakable at the Ministry for years.
An unspeakable? What does...
As you might suspect, I cannot speak about what we did. Suffice it to say, the job was not without its hazards. Now, I hope I've satisfied your curiosity for the moment.
You have. Thank you for speaking with me, Professor.
Keep up with your wand work. One must always be prepared for mischief, both inside and outside of the castle.
Hello, Mr. Moon.
Oh, great!
I actually have some moons for you.
Oh, my mind feels light. I did promise to... with that knowledge. However, if you bring me more... Keep looking for those moons, hmm? We'll
Revelio.
save my sanity and we may get to the bottom of whoever's behind all of this.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Sketched inside the cover of this old slightly worn set of serialized adventure novels is what looks like a gazelle. Perhaps the novels were a gift to Professor Onai and her daughter Natsai. Hospital being attending healer nurse boring daily. Stumbled in without a head after a head gone at the door. Clock mechanism. While the moving gears of the clock tower's inner mechanic serve as a deterrent to many, others find the privacy offered by the cogs and wheels appealing.
Lumos. Lumos.
Hogwarts Owls. Schoolhouse and Owls home. Their students can be found in the Hogwarts Owlery. One is advised to explore carefully, keeping an eye out for owl droppings and regurgitated mouse skeletons.
Revelio. Levioso.
So, the hunt begins.
You've had too much fire whiskey if you think you can outdo my take. You could hardly carry the sacks on that lot. Can't figure out why there's such a fuss over poaching. There's enough dumb beasts for everyone. Oh, here to show me some dark. It isn't Norman Treadwell. Where'd it go? I've seen Billywigs with one. You up? Stop that right.
This is your first duel.
Give it back.
Only Billy.
Strike gymnastics will save you.
Expelliarmus.
You may want to.
Leviosa. Accio.
What have you done?
Confringo! You will not survive this.
Accio.
Confringo!
I know.
Your poaching days are over. Revelio.
I couldn't wait to get out of Hogwarts when I was there. I was always being reprimanded for something.
Accio.
You're soft and same Treadwell. Hold steady, you little Kneasel. Marvelous.
Revelio. Revelio. Oh, here's a pleasant surprise.
Oh, too harsh. Tricky little cake flapper. Here to show me some dark magic, are you?
Aloha Mora. Reparo. Revelio. Incendio. Reparo. Revelio.
Doxy egg, stolen by poachers for use in potions. These black eggs come from a doxy. It might be sometimes mistaken for fairy.
Aloha, Mora. Here we are. Mr. Weeks wasn't wrong about the mountain views.
If it isn't the fastest Gryffindor.
Revelio.
I'm uncomfortable. Asking the other day, so.
Hello.
Hello, Imelda. So, another trial?
Of course it's another trial. And you'd better be taking part.
Change your mind about me to get everyone else away?
Does this mean you've changed your mind about me?
Well, you're a step up from the good-for-nothings who usually challenge me. While they sit around and hope to be the best, I put in hours of practice. No one sets records by wishing for them. And I need strong competition to stay on top of my game. Are you going to try to beat my flying record or not?
Strong competition?
Strong competition? Could that have been a compliment, Imelda?
Go ahead, believe what you want. Makes no difference. Compliments make people soft. No one goes round telling me I did a fine job. Do I care? No. I say I'm the best, and that's all I need. So please, try to beat my record, 5th year, and don't be disappointed when you lose.
Let's go then.
I'm ready to fly.
Finally, a decent challenge.
Flying is not my strong suit in this game. That's what I mean. Oh, fucking hell.
I'm getting the hang of this.
Am I? Whoa. You have to make those weird sounds. Oh yeah, I will make it. There we go.
This is rather fun.
I thought so too.
You've improved, I must admit. That was a bloody good run. Be
Thank
careful.
you.
Earn a reputation for talent around here, and some people get put out about it.
Sounds like you're speaking from experience.
Yes, well, I am. Anyway, you didn't do abysmally. I can't deny that.
Thank you.
But You'll not have the same luck on the South Coast course.
Who's been put out by
You
your
said your
talent?
reputation for talent put some people out. Like whom?
If you must know, I've had to deal with jealousy from members of my own house. When we were first
No.
years, Nerida Roberts and I spent loads of time on our brooms, pledged to fly every day. As my skill on a broom grew, rapidly I might add, Nerida suddenly didn't have time for flying practice. I tried to give her pointers, but she didn't have the natural ability I did. Clearly, she was jealous. Poor thing spends all her time now dawdling by the lake, obsessed with merpeople. Won't even learn to swim. I refuse to downplay my talents to coddle someone else's fragile ego. Anyway, I need to ready the next course. Stop by when it's ready, if you can handle it.
Oh, I can handle it.
We'll see, won't we? Till next time.
I half expected you to back down. Rest on your laurels. See you at the South Coast trial, if you don't lose your nerve.
I won't.
To race this course again, visit the podium with the leaderboard, where you can start the race and check your time.
No, thank you.
Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Swirl lilac. Return to LB Weeks. Who the hell is LB
I know
Weeks?
what that means. Merlin trial.
Yes.
Revelio.
What? Where? There.
That's that. Settled.
Nice. That's a flute powder.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Revelio.
Thank you.
The energy.
Who are you?
Excuse me, madam. I thought I heard you say something.
Yes, indeed. Talking to myself again. I find myself to be quite the engaging conversationalist since my husband passed. Madam Althea Twiddle, pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Madam Twiddle.
You know, you might be interested in this. You young people love this sort of thing. My husband often ruminated on the mysterious statue just outside our hamlet. Some sort of archaic puzzle involving vases, he would insist. I stumbled upon it today when I had a burst of energy and extended my morning constitutional a bit longer than usual.
I do enjoy
An
a good
archaic
puzzle.
puzzle. Sounds fascinating.
You see, I suspected you'd be interested, and wait till I tell you about the rumours surrounding this particular puzzle. My husband Greville insisted that solving the puzzle would reveal a magical challenge of sorts. The man was intrigued by everything. He was about to try and solve it himself when... Perhaps you could take a look. I'd be rather interested to hear what, if anything, you find.
Where can I find this statue?
It's not far from Irondale. It's down by the shore, near those old ruins. You can't miss it.
All right.
If I happen to see it, I'll have a look.
Ah, Ah, the spirit of youth. I do hope you'll be able to solve the puzzle. If not for me, then in Greville's memory.
Gravel's memory. Evasive maneuver. Okay. Is that the
I
ruins
should
over
look
there?
into the statue Madame Twiddle mentioned.
Yeah. Oh, a jeweled brooch. The gorgeous brooch depicts a magical bird of some sort. Which particular magical bird is unclear, but some believe it's meant to represent one of medieval Irish druids, gluttonous birds who sang the sick to sleep. Hello?
Hello, nice to meet you.
Oh, hello. The name is Porrick Haggerty, and this is my shop. What may I help you with?
I'd like to ask you about your shop, if you don't mind.
Certainly, that'd be fine. What would you like to know?
What do you sell?
What sort of products do you sell?
I sell all manner of beast products. I always found beasts interesting, and there's quite a market for them. Fancied I could make a profession out of it.
How long have you been living in Irondale?
All of my life. My sister and I were raised here. I stuck around. She had other plans.
Okay.
I hear there's a goblin mine near here. Have you ever seen it?
I've been near it, but never in it. I could likely find some valuable beast products, but it's not worth the risk. Ranrock's loyalists are not ones to be messed with.
May I see
What do you have for sale?
Glad you were able to stop by.
Revelio. Wonder if I'm safe to explore in there.
Where?
What do you have in store for me this time?
Let's find out.
Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Not so tricky after all, Merlin.
There we go. Nice.
Incendio! This looks like the statue Madame Twiddle mentioned. Why are there so many vases around here? I suppose I should try to find all the vases. Revelio. I think there should only be a few more vases. Revelio. Revelio. finished. One more run. Mrs. Twiddle, your husband was right. The statue was part of a puzzle.
Oh, really? How exciting!
Oh, I
Yes.
know.
I had to destroy a number of large vases, and that seemed to activate some sort of charm on the statue.
Well done. Oh, I miss having someone like you around with a
you're too
thirst for
old.
knowledge and a quick mind. Well, my curiosity has been satisfied. Thank you for that. Who knows what I'll encounter on my next constitutional?
Oh, yes. I missed. That's another one of those things.
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! I know a murder trial when I see one.
Is this one of those climbing ones? I think so. Oh!
Here's a Merlin card.
Okay. Nice. There we go.
That's it. Revelio.
There we go.
Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo.
There we go.
Merlin himself would be proud.
I think so too.
I know that.
You've made it. Ah, the lab returns.
The beasts are safer now.
The who? Oh, the beasts.
Revelio. Aloha Mora.
Hello. Hi.
Not so tricky after all, Merlin.
No. Easy. Purple. There we go.
What's that? Is that...
Welcome back. Have you finished your assignments?
Yes.
Reporting back, Professor. Assignment's all finished.
Well done. Shows good discipline. Wisdom is a golden snitch, as they say, and you're proving a skilled seeker in that regard. Let us practice our restore momentum. A charm, incidentally, created to stop quaffles from plummeting straight to the ground during a Quidditch match. Precise, deliberate movements.
Professor, do you have a moment?
Yes, what is it?
In class, I heard you mention the Toyohashi Quidditch team.
I did. The Toyohashi Tengu are from Japan. Dominant, known for their rigorous training. They practice near the Mahutokoro School of Magic, often battling both tempestuous seas and violent storms, in addition to each other. Tournament play is almost always easier for the Tengu than their training sessions.
I take it you're a fan.
Fan? I was being groomed to play on their team. And I would have been a Tengu, if not for a bit of bad luck.
I know that feeling. Some things are simply out of our control.
And some things are in it. I should have known better. I made my own luck. I was betrayed by someone I trusted. Myself. I did not see clearly, and I paid a dear price. My best friend Asuka and I were being groomed to play on the team together. I as keeper, and she as chaser. She was breathtaking. She once corkscrewed through 3 players and scored before they even turned their heads. But as tryouts for the Tengu got closer, she panicked. I did not realize the extent of her panic until it was too late. She wanted so desperately for both of us to play together that she had slipped Felix Felicis into our tea before we were to show them our skills.
Liquid luck? That's illegal, isn't it?
It is indeed. I knew within minutes that something was different. I had never played so well. And Asuka was playing more beautifully than I had ever seen. When I confronted her afterwards, she admitted what she had done. I withdrew from consideration immediately.
But it wasn't your fault. You didn't know about the potion in the tea.
It does not matter. My flying that day was not my own. I could not live with myself. So, I withdrew and explained to them why. I burned my broom in disgrace.
What happened to Asuka? Did she burn her broom as well?
Asuka played for the Tengu for 2 seasons.
You didn't report her? Tell them what she'd done?
Her fate was not mine to decide. My fate is in my hands, as your fate is in yours.
Thank you, Professor. I shall remember what you've told me. This Daedalian Keys challenge is coming along nicely.
2,
Here we
1.
go, the last house token. Time to see what's inside. Well, look at that. Thanks goes to the former headmistress, Eupraxia Mole. Mine now, demi-guys.
Attention! I have been advised that various members of staff would like to organize a social gathering. I have no objection to this and shall leave it to those who so inclined to fraternize, ensuring that such activities fall outside of school hours, of course, and that nothing so jovial as disrupt my concentration should occur. Likely I shall be busy on the day, but I will review the invitation when received. I recognize that my absence will mar the engagement. Also, 1/2 of an hour should be sufficient, and please be mindful that any sort of musical presence would be strictly prohibited. Phineas Nigelius Black, Headmaster. P.S. No confectionery shall be served, lest they attract a stray rat of Kniesel. Also, please try to limit the number involved with frivolity to 4. Oh, a boggart. This old cupboard is said to have once contained a powerful boggart that 5 professors working together could barely repel as it shifted among werewolf, tornado, a plate of haggis, an Hungarian horntail, and someone's mother-in-law.
Hello, Nellie. Actually, I found all of the keys and opened my house chest.
Oh, wonderful. What did you find?
I found a rather interesting costume.
Brilliant. Well, thank you for solving that mystery for me. I always wondered what those keys would lead to.
Sphinx statue. The Sphinx, a beast with a human head on a lion's body, has been used by witches and wizards for centuries to guard valuables and secret hideaways due to its intelligence and affinity for puzzles and riddles. Important Muggle artifact. This misunderstood artifact is supposedly important to Muggle warfare, though most of wizardkind find the prospect of wielding such a hefty weapon utterly head-scratching.
Revelio.
Alchemy class. An arcane subject offered to older students on rare occasion when demand suffices. Alchemy focuses on the 4 natural elements and the science of transmutation.
Back from your latest flight? I want to hear all the particulars.
Good news, Mr. Weeks. With your upgrade, I was able to set a new record at the Irondale course.
Brilliant! I knew the upgrade had fantastic potential. How did your broom feel?
It rides well. Does get a tad shaky at top speed, and the handle wobbles a bit when I hit a strong gust of wind.
Ah, yes. I see. I think I know how to address that. Thank you. I owe you one.
If it means another upgrade, the pleasure's all mine.
You sound as determined as I am to improve broom flight. It's a joy to have a collaborator like yourself. If I'm right, and I do hope I am, you'll be hearing good news from me soon.
Thank you.
Thank you again, truly.
Hello there. Nice to see you.
Hello, Miss Ryan. I wanted to thank you again for your help with Rookwood and Harlow the day of the troll attack.
Sirona, please. And I was happy to help. Oh, those two are nothing but trouble. Glad you and your friend were here when they found you.
I am too. You were speaking to a goblin here that day?
Yes, Lodgok. He's a friend.
It seems as though you were on good terms with him.
I've known him for years. We met when I was waiting tables here as a student, well before I bought the place. He was cordial enough, but we weren't friends then. His mistrust of wizard kind ran deep.
But you're friends now?
We are. Hadn't seen him in years when he came in a few months ago. But he recognized me instantly, which is more than I can say for some of my own classmates. Took them a second to realize I was actually a witch, not a wizard. Not all goblins are like Ranrock and his loyalists. Lodgok is as worried as the rest of us about what's been going on.
In that case, I'd like to talk with him, about Ranrock in particular. Where might I find him?
I assume your interest is to do with the rumors I've heard about Ranrock working with our friend Rookwood.
It is.
If he's not here, you might find him doing business at the Hog's Head. He's a trusted metal trader. You should mention that we spoke. He can, understandably, be wary of witches and wizards, even ones as young as you. That said, if you're looking for information on Ranrock to help rein him in, you'll find an ally in Lodgok.
Have you heard what Ranrock and Rookwood are working on together?
Not much more than the fact that they seem to have some sort of uneasy alliance. Friendship between wizards and goblins is rare enough, but between those two, they each want something the other has. I can guarantee it. That said, I fear they're like a two-headed serpent. Both will need to be taken down to stop whatever scheme they've been plotting.
Are you worried?
You seemed unfazed by Rookwood and Harlow the other day. They don't scare you?
They're bullies. Plain and simple. Never tolerated them in my own life, and certainly won't tolerate them going after my friends. Don't misunderstand me. They're dangerous wizards and shouldn't be trifled with. They should, however, be confronted and reminded, whenever possible, that the rest of us have each other's backs.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Sirona.
If you find Lodgok, please give him my best. I don't know what you've done to make such powerful enemies, but please, watch your back.
Okay.
Welcome to the Hog's Head. Any empty seat is yours.
Hello, Lodgok. Sirona said I might find you here.
She did she? Did she send you with news?
No, actually, I wanted to speak with you. It's about Ranrock.
Now I remember. The 3 broomsticks. Day of the troll attack. You're the student he's after.
I am, and I need to know what he and his loyalists are up to so I can stay a step ahead.
Let's say I did know. Why should I trust you?
Sirona trusts me, and she thought our interests may be aligned.
Well, if Sirona trusts you, very well. I may know of something that could help us both. A way to get Ranrock to confide his plans to me.
I'm listening.
Years ago, a heinous witch stole a sacred goblin relic. Rumor has it that it now rests in her sarcophagus, in a tomb accessible only by wizard kind. Ranrock and I had a falling out a while back. The relic could well repair the chasm between us.
Very well. I'll retrieve the relic if you promise to share Ranrock's plans with me.
We will have to trust each other. I, that you will not abscond with the relic, and you, that I'll share what I learn. Gather whatever supplies you may need, and meet me near the witch's tomb.
I'm ready.
Good. There's no time to lose.
What precisely is the relic I'm to retrieve?
A valuable heirloom known as the Helmet of Urtgot. The witch considered herself a collector and purchased the helmet as a trinket. She cared not what pain she caused the goblins. Goblins believe that the rightful owner of any object is its maker, not its purchaser.
Wizard kind see things differently. It's a wonder goblins and wizards have ever been able to work together.
The differences between our kinds are myriad.
They seem to be.
It may surprise you to know that I do not believe those differences always are insurmountable. It is the reason I find myself traveling with you to this tomb today. Ah, and there it is. The witch's tomb.
Dreadful looking place, isn't it? Revelio.
I wish you luck retrieving the helmet. As a wand carrier, you should have an advantage. Now, before you set off, do you have any questions?
What about this helmet makes it so special?
The helmet of Urtkot is an ancient and storied relic, forged during a time of unity among the goblin clans. It inspired greatness, that is, until it was no longer ours. Then it became something else. A symbol of what has been lost, of all that wizard kind has taken from us. Reclaiming it would mean a great deal to goblin kind, and to Ranrock. He would be grateful to me should I return it.
It seems Ranrock and Rookwood are conspiring. Why would that be?
I had heard this. When the dark-hearted conspire, they seldom make their full intentions clear to one another. I can only speculate, but I imagine their alliance is uneasy and quite fragile. Let us hope that ours is less so.
Don't suppose you have any idea what could be waiting for me inside the tomb?
Considering a Dark Witch was involved, I suppose there's a chance you may encounter the Dark Protectors, known as Inferi. The foul creatures thrive on darkness and the cold. Vanquish them with light, force, and most effectively fire.
It all seems clear to me now that we're here.
I do hope our alliance proves fruitful. Again, I wish you luck. I will remain here, eagerly awaiting your return.